Trump flag-burning order sparks online conservatives' free speech debate, which totally makes sense. President Trump's new executive order targeting flag burning announced on Monday directs the Attorney General to prosecute violations of law involving flag desecration and to pursue litigation that will clarify the scope of First Amendment as it relates to flag desecration. Rob, do you want to play this clip with the president? They're going back and forth explaining it.
Lastly, sir, this is an executive order on flag burning. It charges your Attorney General.
Would you listen to this? This is very important. Flag burning. All over the country, they're burning flags. All over the world, they burn the American flag. And as you know, through a very sad court, I guess it was a 5-4 decision, they called it freedom of speech. But there's another reason, which is perhaps much more important. It's called death. Because what happens when you burn a flag is the area goes crazy. If you have hundreds of people, they go crazy. You could do other things. You can burn this piece of paper. But when you burn the American flag, it incites riots at levels that we've never seen before. People go crazy. In a way, both ways. There are some that are going crazy for doing it. There are others that are angry about them doing it. Do you want to discuss that?
Sure. So what the executive order does, sir, it charges your Department of Justice with investigating instances of flag burning, and then where there's evidence of criminal activity, where prosecution wouldn't fall afoul of the First Amendment, and instructs the Department of Justice to prosecute those who are engaged in these instances of flag burning.
And what the penalty is going to be, if you burn a flag, you get 1 year in jail. No early exits, no nothing. You get 1 year in jail. If you burn a flag,
you can pause it right
and
there.
what it does is...
So you get 1 year in jail. Tom, Adam and Vinny, you guys got some thoughts on this. Vinny, I'm going to come to you first.
Yeah, and Rob, I sent you a video of one of my good friends who I kind of agree with her. But like when people say burning a flag is free speech, I know it's protected under the Constitution, but they're twisting what free speech actually is. Free speech is talking, writing, protesting, holding a sign, which a lot of people love holding signs. The second you light something in fire in public, it's actually illegal. The majority of the United States, if you don't have a permit to burn something out in public, if it's not a pit, if it's not, a controlled fire, it's illegal. Plain and simple. You can't light a bonfire. You can't start a freaking fire in the middle of the street and start grilling meat in the middle of the street. I'm being technical right now, okay? So why the hell should burning a flag and these people get a free pass? And don't forget, bro, our flag, and this is my opinion, you can say whatever the hell you want. It's not just a piece of fabric, okay? It's draped over freaking coffins of soldiers who go overseas and fight for the country, okay? They're folded, they're given to freaking families of veterans who get freaking killed for this country. I know what people are gonna say, yeah, but they're over there fighting for the right for the person to come and burn it. You know what the hell you're doing. And Rob, you know who I never thought I'd say this in public or live on air. You know who I agree with and whose side I take on this whole thing? Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton, one of my best friends, she actually said, you know what Hillary said back in the day in Congress? Rob, can you play that video of Hillary and what she said about flag burning? This is the first time I agree with her about anything.
So I hope, Mr. President, that we can pass a law that criminalizes flag burning and desecration. I agree that this burning, this desecration that can happen to our flag is something that people have a right to ask this body to try to prohibit and prevent.
So I'm going old school Hillary, Pat. I'm just like, something bothers me inside when I see that happening. Other people, other countries, whatever, you do whatever the hell you want on another country. But when it happens here, it really pisses me off. Free speech, say whatever you want, hold whatever sign. When it comes to the flag, I'm anti-burning.
Adam, where are you at?
Well, burning the flag should be legal, but it should be a death sentence for the rest of your life. What do I mean? Under the under the First Amendment, you do have freedom of speech. I think there was a Supreme Court ruling that 5-4, which Trump mentioned, that you can burn the flag. However, you know how like if you go for a job interview and they're like, scrub your social media. Oh, this is what this person did. Anyone who burns the American flag, it should be on their resume and on their record forever. So you want to apply for this job. You burnt the American flag, Bill. What were you? Yeah, it was a bad date. Yeah, you're out. You want to go for a loan at the bank? Sorry, Carl, you burnt the flag, but yeah, this isn't gonna happen. You go to court, you go to the mall, you should be shamed unto infinity. There's 3 types of people that I think burn the flag. There's just radical leftists. We know what they are. They're usually doing this. There's foreign enemies. We see what happens in Iran. What do they always yell? Magba, America.
Magba, America.
Okay. And then there's anti-war activists. Here's my only problem with the anti-war activists. If the only war in the history of your life you've ever protested against is Israel, you probably aren't anti-war. You probably just hate Israel. So these are the types of people that burn the flag.
Tom, any thoughts?
Yes. So I have to listen carefully to what the president said. First of all, I will tell you the price of, and I've said this before, the price of free speech is free speech. You may not like what the other guy says, but that's the price of free speech. Now then, where's the line? The president used the word incite. Inciting riots is against the law. You cannot incite riots. You can have a demonstration. You can protest a war. You can protest a lot of things. You can get a permit, even at University of Alabama, and say you want to protest Israel. And you can have a lot of people surround you and suddenly realize that you're outnumbered and maybe call off your protest. That's free speech. And that's also public discourse coming back to talk to you. But the president was saying about inciting riots and then asking the Justice Department to investigate to see, were you desecrating the flag to incite a riot? If you are, guess what? We're not going to stand for that. And the 1 year in jail, I want to see how this shakes out, because I think you have free speech, but then you have inciting riots, and then you have going over that edge of the desecration, which incites the riots. And so it's like, hey, you went out there to have a demonstration, you burnt the flag, you incited a riot, and you got your butt kicked, and guess what? Sorry. You're going to get 1 year. I want to see it play out, but there's some logic that goes behind this and a lot of precedents that the president is pointing to. And thank you so much for the clip that Hillary Clinton seems to agree that. What did she use the word? Desecration. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, I mean, look, to me, it's very simple. If you don't love the country, you have other options. Go somewhere where you have pride. I love America. I served for this country because I love this place. This is a special place. It's the greatest country in the world. The Turning Point USA guys do a great job. These are one of the guys goes out there asking these college students. I don't know if you've seen this, just came out. Rob, can you play this clip? This defines my views of when they say is America the greatest country in the world. And then when the option is given, look how they respond. Go ahead, Rob.
America the greatest country in the world?
No. Not.
If you were offered a one-way ticket to leave the country, never come back, but it's all expenses paid, would you accept that offer?
Let's hear it.
I don't think that I would leave. I wouldn't leave either.
Oh, really?
Is America the
Okay,
greatest?
so
Exactly.
no, but that's the point, though. Everybody talks a lot of shit until eventually you're faced with a decision. And it's like, no.
Yeah.
I wouldn't leave. I wouldn't go anywhere. Or not limo driver, but people haven't used
Or
that
Uber
phrase for a
driver.
while. Or
You're talking about in LA?
our Filipino Uber driver.
yeah.
Where were we,
We
Rob?
got it.
We're in LA.
We were in LA.
something.
We were on our way
We're
to
driving around, and
Rafi's.
this guy's just like, we're having a conversation. And by the way, the Jubilee interview that's coming out this Sunday, we're having a conversation. It's like, No, I don't. I won't. I would take the money. I would leave. I won't. Why are you in America? Because, it's not as bad. You think it's a great country, and just listen to this guy. Then just leave. So if you want to burn the flag, I don't feel comfortable about it. By the way, other countries, China, if you burn the flag, 3 years in prison. Russia, fines or prison. India, prevention of insults to national honor, it's illegal. You can't do it. Saudi Arabia and many other Middle Eastern countries, strict bans, heavy penalties. Turkey, prison sentence or for insulting the national flag. Mexico, up to 4 years. Okay? So then you go Singapore, Malaysia, strong bans. There's a lot of different countries that have different laws for this. I'm glad America's finally putting it in place as well. But it is not a popular decision to make. And for those who don't support it, I get your argument as well. This is my line.
Yeah.
Don't burn the flag. If you don't like
as
it,
far as
go
these-
elsewhere.
I love those
far as
other
these
countries.
people-
It says, don't even insult the flag.
Yeah. If you even do, you're going places.
Never mind burn it. You insult the
In
flag.
certain countries,
Whack!
you can't burn the flag, but you can burn people.
Yeah, it's totally cool.
If you're apostate. You know what's interesting? This is what I've seen with, because I do my American flag thing and walk around and give to people. You know what I've realized? Everyone who hates America, everyone who basically has a massive distaste for America, they're always comparing America to utopia. well, we're not the greatest country in the world. And anytime you give them a, all right, if not option A, option B, and option B is any other country, they never pick the other country.
Yeah.
Because there's no perfect country.
Once a year we get together. I can't wait to see everybody this year. This is going to be the biggest one by a mile. Record-breaking attendance coming to this event here from all over the world. 3.5-day strategy session, business, all the stuff that we'll be doing. It's a very unique experience if you haven't been to it. Orlando Gaylord, if you want to get registered, go to thevaultconference.com. This year's sponsor, the title sponsor of this entire event is Goliath Ventures, founder Chris Delgado. We've spent a lot of time with these guys. They've come to Yankees games with us. They've been coming to Vault conferences for the last God knows how many years. Goliath was founded in 2019, a private global equity firm focused on blockchain and decentralized finance, built on 3 pillars: technology, opportunity, and community. Core belief: blockchain is the foundation of a generational wealth shift. You can go search them, Goliath Ventures, Inc.com, to learn more about them. They'll be at the Vault conference all over the place. But tonight, those of you that bought the ticket that are coming here, I told you it's going to be special. I'm going to whisper you for the last time. If you're around the Florida area, you want to come to the networking event tonight on the campus. Do you know we're going to have Ferrari SP3s here? I don't know if you know what an SP3 is. Rob, can you pull up what an SP3 is? Ferrari SP3. You're talking about Ferrari SP3.
It's a modern homage to a classic shape.
Finding this car, Vinny.
Holy moly.
It's a $5 million car. It'll be on the lot.
It's just pulling up.
We will have a LaFerrari on the lot. We will have multiple $5 million cars on the lot for you to come by and see. You'll have Senna's 1989 McLaren car. You'll have jets to get on and see for some of you guys that have CEOs and founder tickets. You will see the hangar opened up, bunch of new things that nobody's seen before. Anybody that's a platinum and an executive, you'll get a tour. Founders and CEOs, you'll get a tour from me. And then right afterwards, anybody that's platinum and executive up, you will be able to go to the cigar lounge to hang out with each other, have drinks, have conversations at the boardroom, obviously on the other side, and then platinum will be on the back. The members, boardroom members, well, you'll get a chance to actually see the cigar lounge. This is the manual, by the way, Rob, if you want to play this clip. This year's Vault Conference. For those of you guys that are going to the Vault Conference, manual is here. This year it is 296 pages.
Holy moly.
Oh
sick.
my goodness. We cannot wait to go through this with all of you at
wow, that looks amazing.
the Vault Conference. You know when we start working on this manual? A week after the Vault ends for next year. That's when we start working on next year's conference. Yeah, so we can't wait to see everybody. Anyways, if you haven't yet registered, pretty much last chance. 12 days left to the event. Go to thevaultconference.com. Again, go to thevaultconference.com. It's becoming the #1 business event for serious growth because you actually get strategies on how to take your business and your life to the next level. If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.